All right, good morning, guys. Happy Monday, new week, new us. This is TJ with another week of health wellness videos for you guys. Going to talk about the fat adapted diet today. There's many different diets out there that we know a lot of them as fad diets. I like to consider them failed diets, and there's a couple of reasons why I consider them failed diets, and the first one is because they're not sustainable for long periods of time. Consistency is another big factor of this. I always correlate, fad diets with New Year's. We always seem to make a New Year's resolution each year, and for whatever reason, a lot of people seem to struggle to make it the full year going through with that resolution. I know a lot of people give up after a couple days, a couple weeks, a few months. Um, Eventually, you get halfway through the year, and people don't even remember what their New Year's resolution was 6, 7 months ago. Um, However, I don't really view the fat adapted diet as a fad diet because it's more so a lifestyle choice that we can consciously make for ourselves. And it has a lot of different benefits for our body. If you look into high fat diets, you'll see people become fat adapted or almost enter a state of ketosis where their body and their brain primarily focus on burning more fat as our main energy source as opposed to how our bodies typically burn calories. Some of the more major benefits of consuming a higher fat diet is the change in our energy levels, everyday energy levels, how we feel physically, mentally, emotionally throughout the day. There's even some potential for weight loss and change in our body composition. We also can see improved focus and mental functionality, and it can even help stabilize our blood sugar levels. So, if you are diabetic, pre diabetic, this might not be a bad diet to look at, bad lifestyle choice. Um, so, as humans with a normal, regular diet, we can burn a mix of carbohydrates and fats throughout the day. Whereas a higher fat and lower carb diet, we can achieve a more fat adapted state where essentially we're making ourselves enter a long term metabolic state of our body's preferring to burn fats over carbs. Um, Positive symptom of a higher fat diet is a decreased feeling of cravings or hunger. Fats typically help us feel fuller throughout the day. And one of the big reasons for this is because fats are so calorie dense. Now, a negative symptom is calorie restriction or even leading to ketosis. Some some studies suggest eating about 600 to 1,000 calories a day, and personally, I don't think it's healthy to restrict ourselves to you know this little amount of calories because we need those calories from different foods because they all do different things to our body. Um, those nutrients help us function properly, help our body protect ourselves internally and externally. They can aid in immunity, help us from getting sick, and can even prevent ourselves from entering a state of metabolic syndrome, which occurs commonly from just not eating enough calories throughout the day. Another negative symptom of entering ketosis, as opposed to being more fat adapted, um, is the keto flu. And some symptoms of this are people experience brain fog, where they just feel cloudy, um, extreme fatigue, feel really tired for no apparent reason, and bad breath, which is a very strange but common symptom of extreme ketosis. Some might even experience signs of bone or liver damage where our bones become structurally weaker and our liver doesn't purify or filter our body as efficiently as it should. Research also shows that long-term ketosis can be unsafe for those with cardiovascular issues, type 2 diabetes, and if you have any GI issues, like any issues with your gallbladder, things like that. The foods that we eat, the foods that we eat daily, our body uses as fuel. So if you're looking to become more a fat adapted, there's many different food options out there, with a focus in protein. You're looking more so at your meats. Um, so there's a lot of good options out there that are high protein, high fat, lower carbs. So hamburgers is always a good one, steak, turkey, salmon. Most of your seafood is going to be higher protein, higher fat. If you're a veggie fan, um, asparagus is a good one, broccoli, different kinds of peppers, mushrooms, green beans, leafy green salads are all good options for this. We can always add different things to our diets. Nuts, seeds, avocados, Alfredo sauce is a good one, bacon, even different kinds of salad dressings, full fat salad dressings. If you're a breakfast person, if you like making breakfast, eggs are a good one. Um, Different types of creamer, fat, full fat creamers, heavy cream, cheese, high fat yogurts. So there's a lot of different options out there. I just thought I'd share some of the more common ones that people tend to lean towards. To wrap things up, a fat adapted diet is more sustainable and more effective, in my opinion, than a normal traditional diet where it focuses more so on carbs. Um, Especially, I think it's more beneficial than ketosis as well, where ketosis is looking at restricting calorie intake and focusing more so on just consuming fats in general. One of the big benefits of this, we can still consume a regular calorie dense diet. We're just changing how many fats we eat compared to how many carbs we consume. Uh, Different benefits, like I mentioned, increase energy levels, suppress cravings, better brain function, change in your weight, change in your body composition. But, just like everything else, more research is needed to be done just to help better understand the benefits and the results of choosing a more fat adapted diet as opposed to a more carb adapted diet or ketosis or all the other different fad diets that are out there. Um, so don't be afraid to restrict calories from carbs and choose to spend those extra calories more so on protein or fats. Um, and again, if you guys have any questions about the stuff we went over today, the things I talked about briefly here, don't be afraid to reach out and ask questions. I hope you guys can try to make the switch of incorporating different options into your daily routine, your different diet, and see how it affects you, how you feel. And like always, if you guys have any questions about different health, fitness, wellness information, don't be afraid to reach out to us so we can help you better understand yourself. Thank you guys, and we'll talk again next week.